against the war, who cares? 100 episodes.
We made it to the 100th chapter, though it doesn't automatically guarantee it will be the best or top 5 best chapters of the series. And it doesn't have to be, because it's a milestone and it will continue to move forward. Of course, I was looking forward to it a lot, but in the end, it's not amazing. But it serves a very solid chapter of many CCG inner feelings and turmoil, as well as showing how things may be in for something destructive or possibly hope. The shot of special class meeting room was pretty significant. Ishida purposely showed the room before this chapter in order to draw a compare and contrast, and it really feels rather sad. The state of Maserati looking pale is already telling, despite his brokenness, in which we will get to that soon, and the count has been lowered. It was also clear by the end of the chapter, the main focus with Uri, Suzuya, and the Q Squad when it comes to putting more character development, as well as insisting on what's to come for them. Most, if not all of them, only makes you wish for something that can change for them to get something rewarding. It began with Uri being the spotlight, which I thought it was a well received, and I knew I was right to back him up in the last arc. I have said that I didn't want him to die because I knew his character well enough, though the price is to have him getting nothing but terrible news left and right. Following Uri's perspective view is like having a tour guide telling you the history of certain area. Everything you need to know is that CCG is in a really bad shape. Furuta being the chairman because of the will have them feeling questionable, yet it has to be done since the will was left behind, as well as Matsuri is unfit to be one in his current condition. The best moment, if you could call it that, was when he has to confront Ito after being questioned about the feeling of betrayal. I always adore on how characters that are left with attachment to others really go and question the feelings of what to do now. On one hand, it should have been easy for Uri to say what he usually say since he's accustomed in CCG. However, his breakdown was a reminder that he's still human. The recap of his loved one were saddening to look through, especially how he really did feel attachment to Kanaki, meaning that he's a ghoul, but he actually felt close. It portrayed him that he didn't have to hate him automatically because of his status. That got me respected him, and I just want a miracle for him at this point. Suzuya was another heartfelt moment as he continues to meet his father figure Shinohara. The discussion between him and Iwao about Kanaki was actually pretty deep on how friendship won't matter much once he becomes the enemies to CCG. Plus, he is following the footsteps of his beloved mentor. The shot of his laughing expression was evident enough of how he feels about going against his old friend. The moment that the series may show something that can go wrong in the future was the meeting between Matsuri and Urie. Urie encourages him to take the chairman title as Matsuri feel like he has hope now. That sounds fine until Matsuri was alone and stripped down. Yeah, this man lost it. The guy is married, yet he goes out of his way to strip down and became very fascinated with Urie. This only tells me that I have to be aware of Urie despite him taking advantage of Matsuri's state, because Matsuri is at his breaking point and clearly he's going insane more and more. The focus on Q Squads was rather depressing, and it's not just because of their feelings for Kanaki. I feel the fact that the chapter doesn't go out of their way and make any of them seem to hate Kanaki just because. It would be inconsistent in a way. It's more about reflecting on their life and how this turn of event is actually hurting them more than it hurts the target. That said, the Q Squad really feel like lose-lose scenario. Even Urie didn't like the idea, and we don't even know if he's willing to kill Kanaki. The dialogue from him with the inserted mind talk was pretty telling on how he doesn't know what he should really feel about this. The added note of Muski's status gave the sense of bad feelings for the team because of how she still has problems of killing whoever, including humans. Psycho can sense something bad, only making her feel disconnected. She already knew Muski is a girl, but that's not troubling. It's hard to see the potential downfall in your face with Psycho seemingly feel like the family is growing apart. I seriously hope that's not the case. If there's a bright side, that would be with Banjo and Hinami looking out for Akira as she still is asleep. Hinami is sweet enough to not to think about Akira's bloodline and move along as Kanaki is fond of her. I really look forward to see how Kanaki and Akira interact when it comes. Also, Takizawa seems to be taking easy, so it looks like something good could be on the horizon. The art wasn't any special, though it didn't need to be. The impact moments such as Uri tears, Suzuya's laughs, and Saiko's sadness worked really well. The build-up from these segments helped to create the impact meaningful and leave an impression of hoping things would turn around for those characters. Also, the last shot was really good, but not to mention the color page is pretty good as usual. The ending of the chapter left a strong hype to see how the conversation of Kanaki and Furuta will go down. Especially Kanaki indicated that he knows about him. Let's hope to see how Kanaki feel about him being the guy he was searching for all this time. When it comes to this chapter, it's all about the characters and their thoughts and feelings. In the last chapter, we focus on Kanaki and the ghouls. Contrast to this chapter, as CCG is pretty gloomy. That said, it was a great chapter of showcasing genuine emotions from other characters and how they have to handle this from this point forward. Many of which got me hoping for the best. Some are alarming, and the ending left a cliffhanger of two kings about to have the talk. I'm giving this chapter a 9. Finally, we made it to the 100th chapter. I still think that this part may end. We could get another part, possibly the last. I don't know why. Maybe because I am used to the third part being the final, especially for the ones that are done separately. I can't be wrong, of course. In the meantime, let's just enjoy this ride, shall we? I want to inform everyone that next week I will start reviewing Kingdom, a series that everyone should really check it out. There's one remarkable manga that it needs to be known more worldwide, mainly in USA, and due to demands as well as myself, I will start reviewing it. If you never read it, you can check it out by manga impression video link in the description below, or wait until the very end of this to click the link. I hope it will encourage you to give it a try. I highly recommend it to read. My thoughts are told, don't let yours on hold. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.